to Konen's keys to real estate.
Welcome back to Konen's Keys to Real Estate, unlocking Utah's real estate secrets, one key at a time. I'm your host, Ryan Konen, a full-time realtor with the Perry Group at Real Broker, helping buyers and sellers in Twila and the Salt Lake Valley. In our last episode, we talked about managing the appraisal, one of those behind-the-scenes steps that can make or break your sale timeline. Today, we are moving into Step 10, the final walkthrough and possession. This is where everything comes together and your buyer is just one signature away from calling your house their home. The final walkthrough might seem like a small step, but it is incredibly important. It is the buyer's last chance to make sure the property is in the same condition it was when they went under contract and that any agreed upon repairs have been completed. Think of it as the final inspection before the deal officially closes. Let's start with what happens during a final walkthrough. Typically, this takes place within 24 hours of closing. The buyer and their agent will walk through the home, turn on lights, test appliances, and make sure nothing major has changed since their offer was accepted. If you have already moved out, they will check that the home is clean, empty, and move-in ready. As the seller, your goal is to make that walkthrough go as smoothly as possible. Here are a few ways to prepare. Make sure all repairs are completed. If you agreed to fix something after the inspection, double-check that it is truly done. Keep receipts and documentation handy in case there is any question about the work. Leave the home clean and clear. A good rule of thumb is to leave it broom clean. That means vacuumed floors, wiped counters, and no trash left behind. Buyers remember how the home looks when they take possession, and that memory affects how they view the entire transaction. Double check that everything works. Test your HVAC, plumbing, and appliances one last time. You do not want a small issue discovered right before closing that could delay funding or create unnecessary tension. Leave behind helpful items. This can include remotes, garage openers, appliance manuals, spare keys, and any warranty information. It is a small gesture that goes a long way. Once the walkthrough is complete, the next big milestone is possession. Possession usually happens after closing and funding, meaning once the buyer's loan has been officially processed and the money has transferred. Only then can the buyer get the keys and take ownership. If you are planning your move, try to close earlier in the day when possible. Closings late in the afternoon or right before a holiday can sometimes delay funding until the next business day. That means your buyer might not get their keys until Monday, and if you have scheduled moving trucks or cleaners, that can create a lot of stress. A morning closing helps ensure everything funds and records the same day, allowing for a smoother handoff. Also, keep communication open with your agent and title company. They will let you know when recording is complete and when it is officially safe to hand over the keys. Never hand keys over before confirmation of funding. That is one of the most common mistakes sellers make, and it can lead to serious legal issues if the deal does not close for any reason. The day of closing is both exciting and emotional. You have gone through showings, negotiations, inspections, and appraisals, and now it is finally time to close this chapter. Take a moment to reflect on how far you have come in the process. Selling a home is not easy, and you have done it. Once the deal records, your real estate agent will confirm that everything is finalized and the new owners have officially taken possession. You will hand over the keys, sign the last of the documents, and celebrate the finish line of your home sale. In our next episode, we are moving into the final stretch of this selling series. We will cover what happens after the sale and how to wrap up the remaining tasks smoothly, like transferring utilities, forwarding mail, and tying up any loose ends before the move. So, stay tuned, because even though the sale might be complete, there are still a few key steps left to finish strong. This is Konen's Keys to Real Estate Unlocking, Utah's real estate secrets, one key at a time.